Hi, welcome to Bullet Capture Gaming. I'm here in person with Lee C505.
Hello.
We are here to discuss today the future of this game, what it holds, what it could be, what we'd like to see, and what we think will actually happen. Please, if you don't mind, it would be really awesome for us if you could subscribe if you enjoy the content. Or give us a like. That would be great. Thank you for watching, and thank you for watching any other videos that you have done. We do truly appreciate it. We're a small growing channel, and we hope to only get bigger as the days go on and give you guys more interesting content. So obviously recently it's come up that the year 2 roadmap has finished. And there is no year.
There's no 3 mentioned, is it?
No.
But it's speculation, but...
Yeah, they have tweeted, in a response to a tweet recently, they have come out and said, the developer, that there is content coming, but not necessarily on a new roadmap. So,
what is that content going to be?
Yeah, so what is that going to be? So that we're just going to kind of delve into it. I mean, I've seen a few people already. I think I saw something on Reddit. People discussing, well, does that mean we're going to get Wildlands 2? Someone said that Ubisoft had already said in another tweet, which I haven't actually seen myself personally, that they've got, I think it was 3 or 4 games that have not been announced that will be coming in the next year. And a few people have said, well, you know, it could be
Ghost Recon 2.
Yeah, Wildlands 2. Now, I personally have no issues with a Wildlands 2. If it was a whole brand new map, new missions, new everything.
It's got to be whole new. You don't want to be playing the same area in a new game. It just wouldn't make sense.
Yeah. I mean, what it would do to the player base, this game's still got a decent sized player base. Would it split the player base? I don't necessarily think so. It might do.
Well, look at it. Would it have the same effect of Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2? You know, people are divided. Well, Modern Warfare isn't as good as Modern Warfare 2, and other people are like, well, Modern Warfare 2 isn't as good as Modern Warfare. And then obviously later on you had Modern Warfare 3.
To be fair, though, both of those games are just classics anyway.
Oh yeah, they are good games.
Yeah. But I personally think that if we don't get a Wildlands 2 and they stick with this game, what I would like to see is a brand new, full, really in-depth DLC. And included within that DLC, like basically Fallen Ghosts. Like, I don't want to see another Fallen Ghost, but I want to see something of that ilk with that size or bigger, or even more than one of them. That would be even better. With a different environments, maybe. Not that you can get too many more environments, because this game is very varied. I think they do the environments well.
I mean, it's got a massive map.
Oh yeah, the map's ridiculously huge.
And obviously, for the amount of detail that's on it, and as we were just discussing before we came on, even down to the animals, the plants, you know, the clouds, everything else like that. You know, so what sort of areas could they recreate, other, you know, from what we've already got here on Wildlands?
I would like to see. Let's say they do make a Wildlands 2. I would like to see a part of it. I like the kind of arena, the South America. I wouldn't be bothered if they did it again, but I would like to see certain areas of the map with a bit of a built-up city. I like the idea of being in a very built-up city with more NPC characters roaming around, and then you can leave the city and discover the countryside. I would like to see that with high-rise buildings that you could land on,
and you could jump off,
and assault those buildings. You know, that kind of territory. A bit kind of similar to certain, maybe trying to think of like Battlefield 4. There was, you know, some of the high-rise buildings in Battlefield 4. That kind of scenario. But then to be able to get in a car, or helicopter or whatever, and then move out. I would also like to see massive variation on the vehicles in the game. Jet fighters, fighter planes, bombers. You know, all right. I understand maybe why they haven't put bombers in the game, that you don't fly over a Santa Blanca camp and just
be quite comical.
That would be quite hilarious, actually. I want them to put a donkey that I can get on and run about on. Now, okay, it's not really like Spec Ops realistic,
but it would be
funny. It would be quite amusing.
I think going back to the you built up area idea, I think that's quite good, because there isn't anything on Wildlands that with that. I mean, you come across villages and whatever, but they're not on like a city scale. They're not massive.
No.
And I think with that, I would personally, because I'm a zombie fan, I would like to see a zombie level. Not what on here we've got Predator. I would like to see some sort of zombie outbreak.
See, that was mentioned on Reddit numerous times.
Right, really?
That people said like they've now added guerrilla mode, which personally I love.
Yeah.
What else can they add? Obviously, guerrilla mode is lifted from like a kind of Spec Ops survival from Modern Warfare 3 type scenario. I think what you could, I wouldn't put it past them to do it.
I think it'd be good. I mean, you look at the amount of, I mean, say if you look at the Call of Duties with the zombie levels on that, the weapons are crap.
Yeah, that's one thing you can never knock about this game.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the selection of weapons that are on this game, from pistols,
it's crazy,
submachine guns, assault rifles, light and heavy machine guns, sniper rifles, you name it. So there's a massive, massive selection of weapons to choose from. Would they do it the same with what they do with guerrilla mode, and you have to build up credits to buy different weapons? Or would they put weapons caches out that you've got to go and find?
I think if they do a zombie mode, that type of thing, I think it needs to be a DLC, and the whole region is already zombified.
Yeah.
So you're trying to escape zombies, kind of thing. I don't mind it. I don't mind having a zombie mode, but I wouldn't want a zombie mode instead of.
No.
Do you know what I mean? If I had the choice, I'd go, give me another, like Fallen Ghosts was fantastic. The enemies were interesting. Give me another, like special ops team to fight against or something like that. Or, do you know what I mean? Or even have some other, like American soldiers in it who turn against you and you've got to fight them or something. Do you know what I mean? Or something along those lines.
I mean, they could do it, like, with the Predator mission. You've got to go in and investigate some sort of outbreak.
Yeah.
And you've either got to extract someone or download some sort of.
To be fair, do you know what they could actually do? The easiest thing for me to do is to do guerrilla mode with zombies.
Yeah.
Use the map and replace the.
That would be the easiest. But I mean, personally, the Predator mission's good and it is bloody hard. If you're going to play it single player, I just can't do it. I think a dedicated mission would be different to your Call of Duty zombie levels and other zombie levels that you see in other games. If you've got a dedicated mission that you've got to get into a certain area, either extract somebody or I don't know, destroy the entire place before there's a nuke, or get someone out, before there's like a nuclear strike or something stupid like that. I think that would be. You don't have to be tactical, but you would be in a situation where you're, massively, massively outnumbered, low on ammo, something like that. Something just to give it a little bit more.
Yeah, and if we get a new DLC, I'd like to see them create some new buildings, some new looks. I think this game could definitely. Even if they stuck it out in a pack you had to buy it. If they put out some stuff now, which added like a tank, this game needs a tank.
Oh god, yeah. APCs are
like they're fine,
they're
but
right,
I want something better. Why are they not driving? And I'm not saying about give us the most modern, up-to-date tanks. If they're trying to say that the Unidad wouldn't be using modern up-to-date tank. Give us, I'm fine. Give us an old tank from 30 years ago.
Just give us
give us a tank. I just think it would make it fun. Give us maybe a couple of new helicopters, something a little bit different. Give us an Apache or something cool like that.
Or the Russian ones.
Yes,
those big massive Russian things. I don't know what they're called,
but just something different. I definitely think there is absolutely no reason why we can't have fighter jets. You know, do you know what I mean? And why there's not so much like we used to get on Grand Theft Auto, where you would find you'd find one specific car that's the only place. I wish they would just go in and add like, here's 30 new cars. They could be random. It could be a police car. It could be a whatever. But just put one in the map and hide it somewhere. That for me, like, would make the game fun. I want to go and look for them.
And you win a trophy.
Them. Yeah,
you get a trophy for
something
finding
like that.
it.
Or you've got to find all 30 and get a trophy, or something. It'd just be nice if they could. And surely that, you know, they could go and do that. You know, the game is basically, is it 2 years old literally this week?
I think so, yeah.
Or next week. It'd be so cool if they went and did that. I mean, don't get me wrong, they might give us a roadmap. And obviously the roadmap is massively aimed at PvP, Ghost War. And people who like playing Ghost War, that's fine. It's not really my cup of tea. But it's, you know, to be fair, this is one of those games where I think more people want PvE than they do PvP, personally.
Some people want PvC.
But like, I think it's something that they can go and add stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many different vehicle types they could go and put in it, which, you know, I don't see why it's so difficult. I mean, just change some of the trucks and make them different. Make some of the cars different.
Yeah.
Give us some different sports cars, even.
Give
us some. Yeah.
Give so us stupid.
Like, look at some of the vehicles that are in some like almost the monster trucks that are in Narco Road. Make them buyable at least, so you can use in the main game. Even that would be interesting.
Yeah.
Like, just even if you have to pay for them, and they're like £5 or I don't know, $8 or something. Stick them in there, and I'd buy it because it will make the experience different.
But it'd be more fun, different, and it's not something you ain't going to see special ops blokes driving around, you know.
So let's just speculate then. So we've kind of gone over the fact that if we're going to get DLC, what we would kind of like it to be. So let's say at E3 this year, bang, up it comes, Wildlands 2 coming. What would you like to see different in Wildlands 2, regards to the actual build of the game, regards to Wildlands 1, or vice? You know, I mean, are there things in Wildlands 1 that irritate you? I mean, sometimes there are. Sometimes your AI teammates can be, you know, they can be fantastic 1 minute and then complete imbeciles.
Won't follow your commands sometimes, or won't follow you on the map. That gets on my tits.
But do you know what? I saw someone on Reddit not long ago say the one thing that annoys them that they would change about Wildlands is how many times they get stuck on rocks and things like that. Now, don't get me wrong, I have found awkward ways around rocks, and it would be cool if you could have some kind of grapple hook to climb up any rock you wanted to. Because some of the rocks, you look at them and go, any human being could climb that. An old age pensioner could climb that. You know, and these special forces guys can't climb that, and it kind of takes the immersion out of it a little bit. I'd like to see them fix that, but I don't necessarily agree with the Reddit post that I can't say I think I've only ever been stuck once where I physically could not get out, like a glitch.
Yeah.
One time, and I've had this game since launch, and that is literally one time. So maybe other people have had it, maybe it's different on different platforms.
I've been lucky enough to not have that yet, but...
No, I've not had it, just that one time.
I think it's irritating when you want to get up, say a very small rock, and yet you just find your character kind of running on the spot with his head planted in a rock. That's annoying.
Yeah, that can be annoying. I would like a different system for flicking through your gadgets. for the grenades and all that, I would prefer maybe like a Far Cry weapon wheel. Press the button and then highlight the one, so it's much faster. Sometimes I'm in a battle and I want my grenades and I'm sitting there flicking through and I flick through too quickly and I go past it and you're like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Sometimes I've done that and gone the opposite way and I've ended up going night vision and then thermal vision. Yeah. And have to click back. That's because I'm stupid. But
don't get me wrong, a lot of the things I wanted changed in this game, they have changed. Like the customization of your AI teammates, like when you couldn't do that, that was irritating. Because you looked a certain way and then they look like that. So it's good that you can change them. I think one thing you can't knock in this game is the customization. The customization is immense.
Oh yes, wicked.
It's fantastic. I would like to personally. One of the things I'd like to see is some kind of, like I said, for me, environmental is the biggest thing. I still want snow-capped mountains. I still want the beautiful valleys and stuff that they've got in this game, farmlands. You know, I'll still want to be able to jump in a tractor and drive around, that kind of thing. Some of the big trucks, maybe even bigger trucks. But what I would like to see is some variation in the building types. Like some of the military bases, instead of like, right, let's keep walking until I find a bit of broken fence. Let's literally have a base where you go, there is no way into this other than parachuting in.
Yeah.
There is literally, do not give you an option. Like, this is how hard this base will be.
Yeah.
You know, make it so you've really got to think. Where you really go, I have to stealth this whole mission. You're not going to get away with kind of going loud in this mission.
No, which we do tend to do.
Yeah, we do, yeah. Enemy types and stuff like that, yeah, especially if it was, say, you know, whatever Unidad 2.0 would be, the kind of military in the game. It would be cool if they had access to better weapons, if they had access to better vehicles, if they could track you down, if they could, you know, send a plane after you, if you got in a plane, they'd send a plane after you, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I think sometimes as well, they send in a helicopter, but the helicopter all it does is just guns you down from above. What we call is a helicopter come in and drops troops off. Either lands, drops troops off, or
like to see like they
rope in.
Yeah, or they rope in.
Or parachute in or whatever.
Now that would be cool. I want to see that added, fast roping from helicopters.
Yeah. That'd be quite cool.
I want to see fast roping from helicopters. That'd be absolutely immense.
Yeah.
But anyway, we've let's kind of wrap it up a little bit. So, you know, E3 could be interesting if there's nothing about Wildlands 2 by E3. I don't think you'll see a Wildlands 2 this generation on the current consoles. I think you'll be looking at a next gen, which is fine with me. If they are making one, take your time with it. Give us a great game.
Make it the best game.
Because this game is fine. While they're still updating this one, I'm enjoying the little missions that they give us in the updates. But obviously, because we've got no roadmap, because we're speculating, personally, please, and I'm sure I remember this a while back, that I'm sure I could be imagining this, that they said that they would be working on more missions. Now, they must be hearing feedback from people knowing that we want more DLC, proper DLC, which is why I'm hoping they've drip fed us small missions whilst they're making a bigger DLC. I hope so. I really hope so. That if suddenly they come out with this in the next, you know, few weeks, months, I would be all over that. But yeah, Wildlands 2. So what's the chances? You think it's going to happen, or do you think we're getting more DLC?
Or they're going to wait until the next generation of console comes out?
I could see that being more likely.
Yeah, probably.
I really do think that's more likely.
The way gaming is changing, you know, evolving quite fast,
and if you bring out a Wildlands, for me, if you brought out a Wildlands right near the beginning of the life cycle of a new console,
it's not much point.
Well, no. If you bring one out at the beginning, a lot of people will buy a console. There's not always a lot of games to play, and a lot of people will go on Wildlands. And everyone wants to do games as a service. You could make that game last 3 or 4 years easily by updating it with new content constantly.
This has probably got a couple more years in it, you know.
Absolutely. To be fair, all they've got to do is keep updating. I mean, I've noticed that they've been updating bits of kit.
Yeah.
You know, like the goggles. If I show the goggles that my character is currently wearing, They are the same goggles I had before, but they've completely changed them. They are completely different goggles. They went and changed them. Now why? But they just thought, no, we're going to update them.
Yeah.
And that is cool. I like the fact that they've done that. But if they're going to go and change little details like that, then please, please, please go and add just some new vehicles. If they added 30 new vehicles into this game, I would love it. It would literally, I think that would be fantastic. It's what it needs.
And even include like a mission, you've got to go and nick them all from the cartel.
Yeah,
you know, cartel bosses or whatever.
Yeah, I've gone in 60 seconds, but Wildlands style. Yeah. That would be so cool. Go and collect all these cars, a police car, a random sports car, almost like a Bugatti or something like that, you know.
Something, you're not going to see every day.
A special military, top secret tank or something like that. That would be so cool if they did that. But anyway, we're going to wrap up. That was just our Wildlands 2 speculation.
Is it coming or is it not?
Yeah, we'll soon see. And if anything happens or anything happens with a roadmap, we'll obviously make a video about it and we'll put it here. But other than that, we will see you in our next Wildlands video. And thank you very much for watching.
Keep watching.
Yeah, we appreciate the support. Thank you. Like and subscribe, please.
Recommend us as well, guys. Yeah, recommend us as well.
Pass on the message. That would be cool for us. Thank you. And take care.
See you later.
See you soon.
Ta-da.